Welcome back. So this next lecture is going to be on seeing the light, and you may notice the spelling of that. There is a good reason for that. So when we look at the whys and why I'm putting this up there, I want to explain a couple of things. I often talk to clients about the ABCs, meaning antecedents, behaviors, and consequences. So the aim for a lot of my clients, being in the field of addictions, and the aim for many of you who may have issues of instant gratification or obsession or compulsion or other such things, it is worth taking a look, because we are talking about reactive behavior becoming responsive behaviors. So we have to look at the antecedents, which are the triggers, the behaviors, the consequences, and the hope is eventually that someone can move directly from A, in other words, they're being triggered to do something or say something, directly to consequences, and therefore choosing to cut out B. That is the hope, of course. So we have to look at the power of words, the power of beliefs, reframes that we've talked about. The reactions and moving to responses, because the behaviors are very much connected. So I just want to show you how much one letter of our 26 letters, in fact, can impact us. So when we talk about seeing the light in the sense of visually, we also talk about personal quests, enlightenment, lightening things up. So these are in no particular order. I just wanted to help you reflect on the impact, the toll, the cost, the consequences of actions, reactions, beliefs, behaviors, conscious and subconscious choices of just one of the 26 letters in our alphabet. So I'm going to read some off to you. These are all beginning with the letter C. Connections, recognizing the links between thoughts, feelings, triggers, and using. Contribution, as per the 12 steps, a need to give back to serve others. Construction, the law of dispositive structures to fall apart in order to come back together as a greater whole, to break down in order to break through. Commitment, the establishment of personal integrity to the present issue or issues. Consciousness, mind, thought, the gifts of lessons and enlightenment. Courage, which is not the absence of fear, but doing something regardless. Cleaning, to establish a state of neutrality, 0 point. Clearing, letting go of negative core beliefs. Consumption, poison or pleasure, pain or passion. Control, reclaiming direction, being back at the helm, driving the bus again. Choices, the full palace of possibilities. Consequences, the sheer cost. Change, to stop doing the things that don't work. Creativity, heading into the flow state. Collapsing chains, letting go of the slavery of addiction, obsessions, compulsions, and procrastination. Cheap grace, the artificial benefit of ongoing use. Craziness, the continuation of self-sabotage and losses. Contradictions, knowing one thing but doing another, the acts of self-sabotage. Catastrophizing, making drama out of everything, in other words, molehill mountain climbing. Chaos, living to use, using to live. Calamity versus calmness, the two extremes. Crisis, disturbances that create overwhelm. Consistency, clarity, being aware of and sticking with what works and is positive. Competence, the ability to perform a task. Comfort, to find tranquility, to be at ease, to soothe, to cover up. Capitulate, concede, to let go. Sometimes the only thing left to hang on to is letting go. Coercion, bringing others into your support network. Carefrontation, moving to confront the self and others in a caring and compassionate way instead of confrontation. Compassion, to have some empathy and caring for a person's story as well as one's own. Crystals, some crystals have electrical properties. Quartz and tourmaline, for instance, have what is called a piezoelectric effect. When squeezed and twisted in a particular way, they give off an electrical current. Lodestone or magnetite, which has a double octahedron, double pyramid, that is, shape in crystal form, is an iron-based material that radiates magnetic energy unceasingly. Crystals can absorb energy, reflect it, generate it, radiate it, and convert it into other forms of energy. Chemical, no thought, no emotion is without biochemical, electrochemical activity, no cell untouched. Celebrate, find healthier ways to get same needs met, move from alive to thrive. Congruency is when you truly believe, say, and do the same thing. It is befriending the self, being connected to your own spirit or higher power. Copers, they are often referred to as stress hardy. Psychologist Suzanne Kobasa has identified 3 attitudes that sustain such individuals during demanding times. These are called the 3 C's. They are challenge, commitment, and control. A stress-hardy person sees change and crisis as a challenge rather than a threat. Even when they cannot control the outer situation, they realize that they always have control over their response to the things that are happening. Community, connection, to support, volunteer, contribute, to be a part of, avoiding isolation. Coaching, to get a life coach or have a mentor or sponsor and to learn methods for same. Conquer, to master something, to confront it and have it behind you. Cause, the underlying reasons behind the urges. Craving, the awareness of the urges. Confidence, to gain it from some level of mastery and or act of courage. Core beliefs, look at how they've impacted your life. Do they work for you today? Copy, do what the masters do in order to succeed. Coherence, body, mind, spirit, coordinated, having them be in sync. And finally, collarbone breathing, make it part of your early daily ritual for cleaning and clearing. So I hope that provides some food for thought and a sense of the implications of the nature of our interpretations, the impact of our purview and the palace of possibilities to attain our authenticity as we go to one of the final lectures, and that is on existential questions.